Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. My name's Taylor, and today we're going to be going over the 2025 Winnebago Revel 44E. So this one is on that all-wheel drive Mercedes Sprinter chassis, and we have, if you guys are familiar with the 2025, this is the all-new remodel. So we have the great back seats that separate, recline, give you a little bit more comfortable leeway, and then all the other cool stuff as far as more freshwater capacity, batteries, and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and go on the outside, talk about all the new upgrades, and then we'll go on the inside. Sliding over here, we have our KO2 tires. Black rims though now with the Revel engraved in the rim there. So nice little accents. Sliding up here, you have the standard Mercedes truck mirrors here with the blinker. And then our upgraded running board, it's a little bit more heavy duty, and it's right, it's right on that chassis rail there, so it gives you a little bit more heavy duty. And then as you can see, it's kind of cool, you have just little Revels kind of imprinted in that steel structure there, in addition to the Revel. And we didn't get rid of the tie downs. You still have a nice little place where you can anchor things down or rope things on either side too. So if you guys have a Revel and you did like that, we still kept that in. Right over here, we just have the dual pane windows, of course, that open, have three little structures here where you can do it at high, medium, and low. And then we have a nice little outdoor light to kind of light up that campground in the middle of the night, in addition to our Carefree awning here with that LED strip. As we slide over, we just have the same KO2 tires with the blacked out rims. And then we'll go ahead and work our way to the back here. We have all of our little sensors here for when you back up. It does give you nice little audible attention alerts. And then we have our connector here for a tow vehicle for the braking system if you wanted your brake lights plugged in. And then we have a 5,000-pound towing capacity with a 500 drawbar. Go ahead and open this up here. These used to be magnetic, but as you can see now, they have nice little black pins. You do have to unscrew them. It's kind of nice. They're a little bit heavier duty, so when you are in that terrain and it gets pretty bumpy out there, you don't have to worry about these kind of falling off or getting loose. So a little bit more heavy duty here, still nice and insulated. And then you have that zipper, so you can still let the sunlight in, but as you can see, it's nice and reflective to help keep that sun heat out. Relatively easy to zip. Have a nice little bungee cord here for some extra storage. This upgraded ladder, so it's in the back now. And then you still have the little cutouts of the Revel, imprint of the Revel here. Same thing on this side of the door. You still have that bungee cord here for some extra storage, and then that insulated cover. At the very top, you have that custom roof wrap with your Coleman Mac AC, and then that 360 camera. Well, this one's just the rear camera, but this one is equipped with that 360 camera. One thing I really love about the new Revel configuration is that you're able to actually sit back here and lounge. So they kind of extended this out here to kind of make it a bench seat, so you can kind of use it in warmer, hotter temperatures, or colder temperatures, I should say. So you kind of have a little bit more living space inside of the Revel. So that's why I like how you can kind of just pull things back here. You can leave the doors open or kind of keep them closed. So you're not really stuck in using the front living area. You can also use this that used to be more so designated for a garage space. So I like how this became a lounge area. And then you have some L tracks down here to tie down any of that equipment, motorcycles, you know, skis, anything that you want to tie down. They don't really want any noise rattling around back here. And then you have some extra storage underneath this bed and a nice little black storage bin right here as well. Oops. Go ahead and tie this up. Alrighty. Another thing I wanted to get into, this is where your lithium-ion battery is. So you can see right here, you have that blue light, means it's ready to go. But this is an 8.4 kilowatt Lithionics lithium-ion battery. So Winnebago did a new power max. So that includes the battery, dual alternators, Bluetooth control. You have a pack for heating inside of the battery as well for those colder temperatures. You have the Winnebago EcoFlow Power Hub Pro, so it's a 5-in-1 management controller. a DC to DC controller, solar charger, alternator charger for that solar as well. You have a designated alternator charger, and then a total of 210 watts of solar up there. Here's just here is your extra solar port, and then you have just some extra charging point here if you wanted one for outside when the doors are open. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and prop down here, slide on over here. So here is where, on this side, where our water tank is. So it bumped it up 10 gallons. So now you have a total of 35 gallons of freshwater capacity. So you have your freshwater inlet right here and your water pump. Oops. And then your exterior shower, hot and cold. Nice little hanger here, so if you wanted to hang a towel. And then you have the freshwater valve here for normal or tank fill. Everything is nice and highlighted for you and lets you know what direction. So for normal or winterization, everything's super straightforward, which I love. And then of course that bug screen here that can zip all the way down, but when you do have it nice and close, you don't have to worry about messing with the zipper. You have a nice little magnetic as well Velcro strap here to kind of ensure that no bugs get in while you're trying to get out. All right, just gonna close this up here. We'll slide on over to the driver's side. Here's our 30 amp shore power cord. We have the GLN to let us know that we have a healthy charge. It will glow green for us. We have a window back here for our bed so we can get some nice cross breeze. And then now that we're on the side profile, so the awning is not in our way, I just wanted to kind of show you up above that nice custom roof rack. You have another little Winnebago accent cut out over in the corner. It just looks a lot heavier duty, a little bit more sleek, and kind of, you know, heavy duty is kind of the word for it. But in addition to that, you have a nice little light bar in the front as well, which we'll get into. But before that, sorry, I don't want to miss our black tank here. Stick to the same plain Jane one. Super easy to maintain, clean. If it gets too dirty, you can go ahead and buy a new one of these. But it has wheels and a nice little rolling thing, so you don't have to get too close to it when you go dump it in a porta potty, or if you have a dump station nearby, you can use that to dump as well. And then of course right here where we'll dump our gray water is directly below that. And then our nice running board here. All right, now that we're in the driver's seat here, as you can see, we have a configuration of, electric lumbar here, but everything else is gonna be pretty much manual. Your manual configuration to move forward and back is the bar right here, and then you have your swivel bar that's kind of directly in between your legs. And then I wanted to show you too, because this is kind of like the easiest once I get out of the way, but your key fob right here, there's a nice little charger, so directly underneath your cup holders there, if you put your key fob there, it is charging while you're going down the road, which is awesome. Or if your battery's ever dead and the chassis can't turn on, you could just go ahead and plug it in right there and it'll get it going for you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pop the hood here. While I'm doing that, you can check out that light bar. It does have little covers, little blackout covers on it now. But as you can see, you have that another Revel cutout in that steel structure up there. And then here is our chassis. So again, this is on the Mercedes all-wheel drive Sprinter chassis. It is a 2-liter high output turbo diesel with a 4-cylinder 9-speed automatic. All right, everything's nice and it's not smushed in there. So as you can see, you have your coolant, your DEF fill right over here. And then on the right side, we have our windshield wiper fluid, and then we have our oil fill. Nothing too crazy here. It is just a little higher, but you do have a nice little rubber grip here. So if you needed to take a step in there to kind of maintenance yourself, you have the option of doing that as well. Or if you ever needed to jump the chassis, the power cables are right here, one right here, and then the negative side being on this side. All right, that's gonna wrap up our exterior. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look on the inside. So as you can see, as soon as we open the door, this is the Overlander interior color, so it kind of gives it that naked wood look. I think it looks very sleek and modern. This is kind of that updated exterior table, again with a nice little Revel cutout here. The magnet is a little bit more heavy duty, and it's a little easier to kind of just maintain. Has a cloth strap still, but that's okay. We have the same bug screen that we did on the exterior, and then this is kind of hidden, but you do have a nice little bar so you can gracefully pull yourself on the inside here, as well as another little tie down hook here. So if you needed to tie anything down when you do have the door open, or you wanted to tie your leash there or anything, you could do that. In addition to the fire extinguisher. And then we have our fridge. Just open that up for you so you guys can take a little peek. This is the 3.0 cubic foot 12 volt compressor driven refrigerator here. Freezer up top. Nice little latch so you don't have to worry about it flying open while you're going down the road. Perfect. Now we'll just go ahead and make our way in here. Sorry, I'm just turning the lights on so it's not as dark. Whoops. Perfect. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the bathroom as soon as I get it unlatched here. So we have that new latch system here, so you don't have to worry about kind of, you know, fiddling with it. It seems a little bit more heavy duty where it's not gonna jiggle. This one separates in two, which is kind of nice, so you don't have to worry about the door obstructing you and kind of getting awkward to open it. And then you have your nice little mirror here. You have a hanging rack in case you need that. Your bamboo shelf. And then your just 30 amp shore power cord, a nice little hose here too, and then it comes with a nice collapsible bin, which is nice. And then you do have a nice little towel holder in there. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate that bed now. So you do need a key. Go ahead and, whoops. There we go. Unlock it, and then you go ahead and just push it down. I was gonna say sometimes the cushions make it get a little wonky, but we're good here. Perfect. Now if you guys wanna go ahead and check out that bedroom, again, you have the windows on both sides there for some cross breeze. The mattress itself is a lot thicker, and then the AC is still directly in the back to kind of keep it just as cool. Because I don't know about you, but I do not like sleeping when it's hot. And then also in addition, just a little something, but I like how this is nice and insulated too, so you can just go ahead and zip it up. Given that the AC is back there too, so if you wanted to run that in the middle of the night because you're somewhere hot, like Arizona or Utah in the middle of summer, you can go ahead and just zip this up, pop on that AC, and it'll keep all the cool mainly where you want it. So I like that. And then it's easy to roll up when you don't need it anymore. And it's not really kind of in the way, you know, where you kind of have, it's annoying. All right, so then we have another storage compartment right over here. Again, with the same latches. Carpeted on the inside, nothing else is in there, so you have full range of storage in there. And then all the details as far as our kitchen, you have a nice little rectangular sink now, the blackout faucet. Sorry, it is winterized, so we got a little winterizer coming out. Your flying W here, so you can hang a dish rag. And then all of the storage underneath the sink here. Just got like a little cubby. This is gonna be for your pump to go ahead and turn it on. And then you have a total of 2 outlets here for the kitchen. So just for those people that like having their coffee or, you know, a toaster or anything plugged in, you have 2 options. And then for our drawers, same latches here, so it gets it nice and tight. It's not as loose, so it's gonna help the rattles while you're going down the road. And once you slide it open, the red lets you know that it is still open. So if you kind of wanted to get a quick little walk through, you don't actually have to touch each latch to know that they're unlocked, which is nice. All right, and then all of the counter space that we have here, as you could tell, there is no stove. It is just located right over here. So you can use this for some extra counter space. Or once you take it out, we have our single burner true induction cooktop here. So something nice about this is you don't have to, you're not stuck using it inside. If you wanted to go ahead and take it outside, you can, and use in the plugins that are right there as well. You have the option of doing that. All right, perfect. Close that up. All right, and we'll just go ahead and start over here. We'll do a little switcheroo. So here we just have a nice little system overview here. As far as our charge, we're at 77%, so it's going to give us a time frame of what kind of energy we're using right now. So that's just going to be our lights. It says we have about 3 days and 5 hours, but when you go and start turning other things on, like the AC, it'll kind of give you an average of how long you can run the AC. So this is a part of that 5-in-1 that I was talking to you guys about. I love how it kind of gives you a range, because a lot of people come in here and they're always asking, oh, how long can you run the AC? Given on temperature and climate and all that kind of stuff that goes into it and what other accessories inside of the van you're using, it's really hard to pinpoint exactly how long you can run the AC. So this is just kind of nice to have a little co-pilot with you, and you're kind of trying to save and condense energy. You can go ahead and be like, all right, how long can I run my AC right now if I've turned it on? Given everything else I'm using, it'll automatically refresh and let you know how long you can use that for. So I love that. It gives you nice peace of mind, so you can plan accordingly to how long your trip's going to be out. Another cool thing about the Timberline here, it's not just going to be one heating system, you're going to have two. So that's going to help give you a better roundabout heat, also heat a lot quicker. So during those winter months, it's kind of nicer to be able to be fully equipped there, because no one wants to be freezing cold. And then you could just go into the settings, change everything inside of there, as far as the temperatures, more settings as far as the lithiation system heating, and then the one-time pump activation, your day and night. So you can kind of set when you want the daytime and the nighttime to start, which will also go into when you want your heating to turn on and off, because you can also set timers in there as well. So another cool thing, it's nice and bigger, it's not so small and hard to read, so I love that they kind of gave it a bigger face. Below that you have your water pump, which you can turn on and off, and then the tank levels. Right now everything is empty just because we have it winterized, and then another place where you can see your battery levels in addition to that chassis charge. Down here is just going to be the lights. You have a high and low, so we'll turn it on high, but in the middle there means it's off, and then our just bed controller. And directly across from that, we have our just another storage compartment, but we do have some more charging in here, which is nice. So if any of your co-pilots here in the back needed something to charge, they can just go ahead and open this cabinet and use this one. I like the fascia around this window here, so I just wanted to get this out of the way. And then, of course, if you guys aren't familiar with these windows, these are kind of the three, if I can get it to click in the right one right now. It just wants me to close it. Okay. But you do have three, well, this one has, yeah, 3 little clicks here, so you can set how high or how closed that you want it. And then if you wanted to go ahead and close it in the middle here, it has a separate latch, so you can kind of keep it cracked, but it's still locked. Perfect, and then you can have it completely locked. And then you have your bug screen in addition to that blackout screen. Nice and easy. All right, I'm just gonna sit here to make it a little easier. We do have some more charging right over here as well. And then this is just a little leg here for one of the tables. So if you wanted a table while you're going down the road, or you had this chair swiveled and you kind of want to sit right here to have some lunch, you have the option of doing that as well. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get over here real quick just so I can demonstrate on this one. It's kind of cool. So you have 2 little anchors here. This one is going to separate them. So as you can see, It's just going to be a lot more comfortable while you're going down the road. You're not kind of elbow to elbow with another passenger, so you can get kind of nice and comfortable. And then you can also go forward and back. Being able to go forward and back is going to let you recline. So if you wanted to take a nap, or you wanted just to lounge back, geez, here I am trying to create my own words, and read a book, make it a little bit more comfortable so you're not looking down, or you can just kind of face up. I just love the comfortability and the flexibility of being able to have more options than just that standard bench seat that they had, or those other 2 seats that weren't able to move. I haven't gotten much feedback from my customers that have purchased a 2025 with these seats just yet, but I still think it is a great thing to have. If not, you don't really need to use it. And then one last thing too here, that's in this, in this area, you just have a nice little hidden cubby. All right, and then we're just going to end off. Here are, these ones are, just going to be magnet. So if you wanted to go ahead and prop these up here to kind of black those out, you have the option of doing that. And then this is just going to be up front, so you can totally black out the windshields. All right. And then if you don't need these, you could just keep them in the garage, and you can kind of use this up here as more storage. All right. And now we're going to come up here. I'll turn the chassis on so we can go over a few things as far as, there we go. Oops, I forgot. My bad, the key. I'm sure a few of you guys will do that too when you leave you can take it off of the ring, but then the key's so small, I feel like I would lose it, but there we go. All right, so now that everything's turned on, there might be an extra glare here just because there's a plastic cover to kind of, once the customer purchases it, you can peel off all the plastic. But as you can see right now, you have the nice little red highlighted door, because it's letting us know that our door is open. But it's kind of nice because it doesn't beep at you. Everything over here to the left of the steering wheel is going to control our LED dash, so you can kind of scroll through everything, and then you also can set your cruise control on this side. Everything to the right is going to control everything over here on our touchscreen. So let me start from the front here. We have our phone, navigation, radio, media, information, all the Mercedes apps, and then the settings. Once you go into settings, you can that's where you can see all of the safety features it has. So you have the ESP, you have the parking detector, so it'll beep at you, and then also where it kind of keeps you in the lane. All right, we have the camera parking, the traffic sign assist. You do have the active lane keeping assist, and then the active brake assist, attention assist, blind spot assist. And then as far as the vehicle, the acoustic lock is just something, if you have it on, when you walk away from the vehicle, it'll automatically lock for you. Light settings, and then more system controls that you can go over. Down below here, you have automatic buttons. So if anything is giving you a fits for the touchscreen, or you just like using buttons while you're going down the road, you have that option as well. Down here is just our heating and cooling for our passenger and co-pilot, along with our hazard lights. Plenty of cup holders, and then that key fob charger that I told you about here, or if it ever just says that it needs the key fob, in here, I forget exactly what it says, it'll tell you. That'll be right there. And then to end off the video, we have plenty of more storage up front in addition to more charging. And then if you wanted to mirror your phone, it is Bluetooth, but if you wanted to use your own navigation, you do have to plug it in there. And then you do have a nice little wireless charging station right up here as well. And then to end off gracefully, of course, this nice little digital mirror, so you don't have to worry about using it and not really seeing anything behind you. You get a nice full view mirror, and then you can also turn that off too in case you wanted to see what's going on in the back. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up for our 2025 Winnebago Revel. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, I'd be happy to chat with you. Feel free to reach out to me. My information is going to be below at 970-388-7937. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great day.